Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Dominique Davis, also known as Brown and Bendy, and on this channel we practice flexibility of the mind, the body, and the spirit. If you would like to know what I wish I knew before I became spiritual, continue watching. So a lot of times when we reach our breaking point, when something ridiculously horrible happens in life and we say we want to better ourselves, we create this belief. And this belief is that because we want to be better and we've decided it, that everything from this point on is going to be all puppies and sunshine. No, that's not what happens. So I just want to tell you guys a couple of things that I wish people told me before I decided to seek enlightenment. The first thing is going to be emotional turbulence. When you make the decision to seek enlightenment and seek happiness, a lot of you changes. And throughout that change, your vibration raises. And when your vibration raises, people and things may fall out of that vibration. And these are people and things that at one point, you may have loved and you may have really cared for. So this can include family, this can include friends, this can include jobs. It can really be anything in your life. When you better yourself, a lot of the times friends and external things don't necessarily come along with you. And that was something really difficult for me to grasp. A lot of times we want to look for the best in situations and we want to look for the best things in people. But a lot of the time by looking for the best in people, we end up hindering ourselves because we're looking for something that's not necessarily there yet. Just because we're on a place in our spiritual journey doesn't mean that another person is. So when you're elevating and when you're getting closer to your higher self and who you're meant to be, it's important that you focus on that for yourself because you deserve it and not get distracted by others, because it might be on their path to reach enlightenment in this lifetime and it might not be. You won't know. You'll never know. So it's very important to love everyone, be kind to everyone, but understand that if a person's actions or if a job circumstances does not make you happy anymore, it's not something that's supposed to be a part of your experience anymore. The second thing I want to talk about is death of the old self. As the ego dies, so does a part of your old self. Your perspective changes and the decisions that you make change. This doesn't always happen really quickly overnight. It actually usually happens gradually. So I guess this is a good example. When I first read The Secret and I was really amped about taking control of my life, I was looking at my thoughts a lot and I was looking at my decisions a lot. So let's say that a person said something mean to me. At the beginning of my journey, I would have the knowledge to know that not every action deserves a reaction and I don't have to say something back. So I wouldn't say anything back. But when I didn't say anything back, because it was the beginning of my journey, my ego was very much offended by me making this new, different action. It was shook. So when I would not say anything back, my ego would say, oh, you're not being respectful of yourself. Oh, where's your backbone? Different things that we say to ourselves to kind of try to gas ourselves up and get ourselves ready for a confrontation. A little bit further in your journey, that voice fades away because you start to understand how good happiness feels and how good fulfillment feels. And when you realize that it doesn't come from anywhere but within, external things can't shake you up. So when you get further in your journey, your ego gets more desperate. You might find that you are having more thoughts, like your traumas are coming up more and the things that you're very, very sensitive to are coming up more. And that's because you can handle it. And as you grow spiritually, the ego, it kind of gives everything it's got so that you don't forget that it exists. But eventually, all those fears, all those traumas, all those memories, all that weight, it dies. And by hearing that phrase that a part of you dies, when I heard the word death, something about that was so freeing for me. It was like, let's say someone said something to me. It was like I had the freedom to not react, because I knew that the part of me that wanted to react was a part of my old self, a part of me that was on life support, okay? So hearing the word death allowed me to move forward and fully accept this new person I was becoming. The third and final thing that I wish someone told me before I started my spiritual journey was the importance of focusing on the now as opposed to focusing on the past. Okay, so no one thinks that they're focusing on the past, right? But when you're focusing on fear, anxiety, all the things that could go wrong, you're focusing on the past because your perspective of all these things was formed from things that happened to you before this moment. So by learning that I needed to focus on the now, that opened me up to looking for potential. And that kind of allowed me to learn how to put together building blocks for my future and to focus on those building blocks. I was able to let go of this fear of the future that I had that I wasn't even aware of. Fear of the future comes out when you procrastinate, when you know that you want something, but you find 1,000,001 reasons not to pursue it. There are so many different ways that fear of the future comes out. So by focusing on the now, you are focusing on how you feel right in this moment. And usually, right in this moment, nothing's wrong. Focusing on the now means focusing on your immediate truth. It allows you to create intentions based off of what feels good, not off of your fears. Okay, you guys, that is all I have for today. I really hope that you enjoyed this video because I had a lot of fun making it. If you are not subscribed, please make sure that you do so, as well as leaving a comment because I want to know what you think, and giving this video a thumbs up because that means more people will see it because YouTube knows that you liked it. I appreciate you and I love you. And I just want to say thank you so much for watching my videos. I'll see you next time. Bye.